What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? It is I, Will, with Exposed and IWC, and today we're talking about Monday Night Raw and everything WWE, basically. As pretty much, some other stuff happened. Some things happened in AEW, but we're not going to talk about that. We're focusing on WWE. What happened this weekend? I'll briefly go over my thoughts on Crown Jewel, briefly. But really, we'll be focusing on Monday Night Raw and everything that happened on that show. It was pre-taped because it happened live on Sunday. So they're able to go back and do a bunch of edits and cut out all the awkward moments. There were some awkward moments that I saw they cut out of Bianca and Jay back and forth in the ring. When Bianca was talking, she cut her promo, and Jade went early and started talking and almost cut Bianca off. Bianca had to tell her, chill, wait. They cut that part out. So all the awkward moments. Honestly, I think if they had their way, they would tape it ahead of time and then edit it because they can get rid of all the awkward live stuff. But live Raw is where it's at. That's what we're used to. That's what we're gonna get most times. So I'm not worried about Raw not being live anytime soon. Okay, but yeah, it's funny how they go back and they make it look all clean and smooth. It's always funny to watch what happens on the live show. Or like, let's say there's double taping and things leak, so you see what actually happened, and then comparing it to how they edit it is always funny. The entire show was cut down considerably. Even Io Sky, when she won, apparently she got like pyro. We didn't get that. We didn't get her to see her promo. I keep saying promo. We didn't get to see her pyro with her celebration because they had to cut it down for 2 hours. And it spilled this water on my desk. Fun. But anyway, Raw I thought was fine. We're setting up WarGames, so we're going towards Survivor Series. It was a solid show. Nothing too crazy happened. No shockers that happened in Saudi Arabia. Let's see. Yeah, nothing really. We'll be diving into Raw, going through it. What's up? Yo, decent show. What's up, Wayne? What's up, Brianna? What's up, Pedro? What's up, David? It was all right. It wasn't bad. It was fine. Was there anything that happened that was like, oh, we can't be spoiled with the double taping? Maybe the winner of the Battle Royal. That's about it. That's probably the only big spoiler. Everything else kind of like made sense. So, okay, yeah, I kind of see that happening already. So, fun main event. Yep, it was good. Good promo from Sami. I agreed. That slap. We're talking about that slap for sure. Bianca slapping the taste out of Liv Morgan's mouth. That was kind of hilarious. Do me a favor, like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And we're going to dive into Raw in Saudi. The commentary desk was Michael Cole and Corey Graves, of course. They were still there. Some people who flew in for the PLE, they have a house show to do in London and across UK, I think. So Nia Jax, Bayley, and the crew, Naomi, Tiffany, they went on to have their some matches in London and other places in the UK, I think. I don't know if they went to across Europe for the little tour they had, but while Raw folks were in Saudi still, the rest of the SmackDown people were in London and other places doing shows. So basically only the Raw folks were there. So they had a lot of Raw people there, like entire women's roster basically for the sake of that Battle Royal. So they were all there. So everybody flew in to Saudi basically. Yeah, I'm talking, who was all in that Battle Royal? Party Birds, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, she was in there. Sonya Deville was there. Alba Fire, Aladon, Zoe Stark, Selena Vega. I think I said Aladon and Alba Fire already. So yeah, it was, Natalia was there. Maxine Dupree. So entire women's Raw roster basically flew in to Saudi for the sake of Raw. Makes sense. It's Raw. You're a Raw superstar. You gotta go there. So that wasn't really a surprise. But it's good to see everybody there. So yeah, a lot of women featured on the show. Before we dive into, I'm glad I remember this. Before we dive into Raw, I want to talk about Saudi because a lot of time people have been talking about how they weren't necessarily looking forward to the show because of the crowd reception, especially to some of the matches involving the women. I want to say, for the record, I thought the Saudi crowd did well. They chanted for the women. I saw some EST chants. I saw some "Let's Go Chelsea Green" chants. There were "This is awesome" chants for every women's match. So they actually supported the women. They supported the matches. I thought they did well. So I'm not here to criticize the crowd. I saw some people online saying that the crowd wasn't great. I thought they did well. I thought the crowd showed up and showed out for the women and for the matches. So I want to get that out the way. A lot of trepidation, a lot of concern about the crowd reaction. I thought the crowd was actually pretty good for the show all around. For the women, for the PLE, and Raw. I thought they did well. Bianca got a lot of love. Chelsea Green got a lot of love. A lot of women got a lot of chants and support. I thought they did well. Io got some chants. It was. I want to give that, be clear, because a lot of times we'll shit on it. We say, oh, it's gonna be bad for the women, yada yada. So when it's not, it's important to come out and say they did well. I thought it was a great crowd all around. So I don't know what people are talking about when they say, oh, it was bad for the women. They're lying. The proof is in the pudding. Go back and watch the damn PLE, live PLE, no smoking and mirrors, right? They were chanting for the women. They were giving them all the love with the "This is awesome" chants in every match. So has to be said. All right, so let me talk. Oh yeah, I said I'm gonna talk about the PLE before I talk about Raw. Quickly, Crown Jewel, predictable show for the most part. Still fun. I thought the match of the night was a triple threat match. I knew it would be, with Andrade, Carmella Hayes, and LA Knight. That was the best match for me. I thought the women killed it in the tag team match. It was kind of messy, but it was almost like a fun messy. I don't want to say messy like bad. It was fun. Tag team match was fun. It was entertaining. Better than Roman Reigns' tag team match, that's for damn sure. So the women's tag team match, better than the damn Bloodline match, in my opinion. It was more fun. It was more enjoyable. Gunther and Cody Rhodes killed it in the main event. Fun stuff. Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, pretty much what you thought it was going to be. Not the best. You can pretty much forget about it. I'm not really thinking about it that much. It was just a match. For me, it feels like because they had the men version, they had the men's champion versus champion match, they had to do it for the women as well. Therefore, the match happened. You had two heels. Dynamic wasn't great. It's just what it is. Like, it wasn't like a big time champion versus champion match, right? We're just like, okay, Liv a champion, Nia Jax a champion. Match had to happen. Big whoop, right? So I'm not really like, it is what it is, whatever. Liv Morgan, you got the ring. I mean, it is what it is. It's a nothing belt anyway. It's a nothing belt, it's a nothing ring. No story really behind it. It is what it is. Crown Jewel was good. Yep, I agree. It was a shocker. Gunther versus Cody was good. Yes, it was. Very good match. I just like triple threat matches. That's my favorite match type, triple threat. So I really enjoyed that one. But if you think Gunther Cody was the main event, I'm not going to argue with you. It was a good match. Wonder if Candice will be used more as singles with Indy gone. Probably. I think so. She may even like join in with the Nia Jax Tiffany thing. Maybe she's gonna be an outlet for Nia Jax where Tiffany gets jealous of Candice LeRae getting involved there. But I do think she's gonna get more of a push as a singles competitor for sure. Maybe she'll team with Tiffany in some iterations, some matches here and there. But she'll be a singles, I think. And I think she'll get. She's a speed champion right now, so she's getting some looks and she's wrestling. So we'll see. I don't think she has to drop it. The speed championship, I don't think she has to drop it. She can be speed champion and still be active on SmackDown. Yeah. So let's dive into unless I'm forgetting something. What else happened this weekend? Anna Jay lost to Brian May. And there's nothing else really. AW, you got Moxley being crazy, doing this thing with Mina Shafir. So that's happening. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Let's talk Raw. So we open up with the women. Usually only Rhea Ripley opened up Raw, but they actually opened up with Dom, Liv, and Raquel Rodriguez. So they walk out there. Liv is feeling herself. She's the champion, and she's now Crown Jewel champion. She got a new ring. She's talking about how, she beat Tiffany. She's bragging about retiring Becky Lynch. She took out Rhea Ripley, so she's feeling herself. And now she's saying, after being Nia Jax, she's the best. She's the best champion there is, yada, yada, yada. We then have Dom cut a promo, and then Bianca and Jade interrupt him. Now, Bianca and Jade, they are actually they didn't interrupt them here, right? That's what they interrupted them here. So Bianca and Jade still have in their mind what Liv Morgan said to them. Liv Morgan said to them last week, basically saying they could get the tag titles anytime they want. The Bianca and Jade are here to hear what she has to say and to talk to her face. Say, hey, Liv Morgan, you're talking all that crap, saying you're the best. Okay, well, now we're here. What you gonna do about it, right? Basically, Liv Morgan has some stuff to say. She said, okay, Bianca, you think you're the EST, you think the best, you're not. And really, you're just, you guys are tag team champions, but once you guys lose the belts, you'll turn on each other. Only thing keeping you guys together is those tag team belts. You don't like each other. You're not friends. Basically trying to drive a wedge between Bianca and Jade. Now, Liv Morgan's problem here is that her theory doesn't really make sense. She's saying that Bianca and Jade will drop the belts. Well, the only thing keeping them together is the belts. But that's not really true because Bianca and Jade lost the belts previously and they stayed together, right? So they lost the belts to Alba Fire and Alba Dawn. They stayed together and got the belts back. So if her theory was correct, then they would have broken up and split up and had issues once they lost the belts. That didn't happen. But okay, she's a heel champion. She's trying to drive a wedge. I'm not going to criticize her thinking here. She's wrong, but it's fine, right? It's not, oh, bad writing. No, it is what it is. Doesn't make sense, really, but that's what she's going for. I saw some folks online saying, okay, well, now they're driving a wedge between Bianca and Jade here. Are they now teasing the feud? No, I don't think so. I think this is something that Liv Morgan it's natural for her to say as a heel to try to drive a wedge in there. I don't think they're teasing a split right now. I just think that's the logical thing for her to say at this point as a heel character. Remember, this is a pivot. Keep that in mind, right? This is not what's supposed to happen, really. Rhea Ripley was supposed to not be injured, right? She had an actual orbital injury that was not supposed to happen, okay? So they're pivoting. So everything that's happening now, we can't look at it as if it was a long-term plan. So I don't think they would cut Bianca and Jade's storyline early for the sake of, or in their relationship for the sake of Rhea Ripley's injury. So I don't think it means anything. She said that Bianca will turn. She said during this promo that Bianca will stab Jade Cargill in the back. Some people ran with that and said, "Oh, they're teasing Bianca Belair turning heel." I don't think so. I just think Bianca was going to slap Liv Morgan, so she needed something to piss Bianca off. I think Bianca is not going to turn heel on Jade. I think Jade will probably turn. If I had to guess, if it forced me to pick who's going to turn, it'll probably be Jade. I do not want to see a scenario where we have heel Bianca Belair and babyface Jade. It doesn't work for me. The problem with this tag team, we talked about it before. The problem with this tag team is that they are very similar in their moveset. Very similar, very power-based with athleticism, but Bianca does everything better than her. So that's the problem. So if you have Bianca being the heel, then you have the heel who's better at everything with a similar moveset against someone who's more naturally a heel to begin with in the Jade Cargill. Doesn't really make sense. Bianca Belair will be a very, very popular heel character. Very popular. If you think they're going to boo her against Jade, it's not going to happen. It's a mistake. They should definitely turn Jade Cargill heel. It's easier to protect the heel. It's easier to book for the heel in a match. If you're having her be the face, she has to then fight back from underneath and make the comeback. And it's easier to book the heel to be the dominant force in the match, which lends to her style and her moveset as it stands. What they should have done, in hindsight, they should have put Jade Cargill with Naomi, right? Why? Naomi does not have a power base. She does not have a power moveset. It's more acrobatic. It's more faster. Then you have the good balance between the powerhouse in Jade with the more acrobatic moonsaults, her style. So it's better mash of styles because both of them bring a different thing to the table. But with Bianca and Jade, even though the fans love it, they're the same, very similar movesets, and Bianca is just better than her substantially. So in hindsight, they should have went with Naomi Jade Cargill. Oh well, can't do that now. So, but yeah, I think Bianca should be the face. Therefore, you have the person who's better in the ring can, then fight from underneath, make the comeback. It's easier to book that when you're better in the ring, right? It's easier to book a heel like a Nia Jax, like a Scam Likely is calling me. It's easier to book a powerhouse heel, Nia Jax, Jade Cargill, so on and so forth, right? Nia Jax as a face would be difficult to book because she is, first of all, she's a natural heel one. Then you have to book her as like the face making the comeback during the match. Doesn't really work well when you are that dominant in terms of size and stature. And Jade Cargill is the same way in that respect, in a different way. She's the dominant looking, strong, powerful chick. It's easier to book her as a heel. Anyway, that's long. That's longer than I want to go about that. Anyway, but yes, Bianca should be face when it happens. Is it going to happen anytime soon? No. This is Triple H we're talking about. All right. If you're thinking that this feud is going to happen anytime soon, I have some news for you. It's not. Okay. Just look at his track record. Triple H is a slow burner. This means nothing. Some people say, oh, because in the match later on we have the Battle Royal, Bianca and Jay face off again. That's no different than a Rumble match. They faced off in Rumble. They faced off in the Battle Royal last night. Means nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Don't get your hopes up, okay? I agree. She isn't just a powerhouse. Bianca is a powerhouse, and Bianca is a complete package. She's a powerhouse. She can do flips. She can do the acrobatic stuff. She can do the high flyer stuff. She's a complete package, right? They have similar movesets in the sense that all the power moves Jake has, Bianca does the same, if not a different variation. They both do the press over the head. They both do the damn double chicken wing pull up, Beth Phoenix modified thing, right? Modified lamb slam in different versions, right? Everything she does, they both do the kip up spots. Everything Jade Cargill does, Bianca already does, and then Bianca does more, right? She's the more versatile in-ring performer, so it's easier to book her as a heel or a face. Whereas with Jade Cargill, if you're booking her against Bianca, who's basically her but more, her but plus, her but better, it's harder to book her as a face. Does that make sense? You want to have, and just to be clear, she's just a more natural heel. She is. Jade Cargill, she's a heel. Every way you look at it, no matter how you look at it, she's a heel. So you book her as a heel. In the scenario, it makes too much sense. I don't want to see a situation where Bianca is the heel and Jade Cargill is the face. It doesn't work. This doesn't work. She's athletic. Jade Cargill is athletic. She's explosive, but she's a powerhouse. She's not doing any moves off the ropes. Well, she does a little springboard thing that she botched last time she did it, but she does some springboard stuff here and there. But she's an athlete, good athlete, who's a powerhouse. But her moveset is definitely powerhouse, right? Bianca has acrobatics. She has powerhouse moves. She's a complete package in the ring. So she can play both roles, any type of role you want. That's the thing. That's why she's so great. That's why she's S tier in the ring, right? Which is why I don't compare the two. Which is why I wouldn't put them in a tag team to begin with, but that's just me. Again, Jade Cargill with Naomi would have made more sense because they both bring something to the table. Naomi doesn't do power movesets, does she? She doesn't do any power spots. That would have made more sense, more of a balance, but whatever. Too late. It's too late. Anyway, so Liv Morgan talking crap to Bianca Belair. Again, she said that Bianca will stab Jade Cargill in the back, basically questioning her character. So Bianca slapped the taste out of her mouth. Now, this was a very loud slap, went very viral, and Liv Morgan didn't do much. Raquel, her bodyguard, didn't do shit. I don't know what Raquel's problem is or what's her deal, what's her purpose, but she did nothing when Bianca slapped the hell out of her friend. So there was that. Then we had I don't know if Adam Pearce is already out there. Was he already out there when this happened? Maybe. I think he's already out there. He was already out there. So Adam Pearce said, okay, this is not happening. We're not having this match. What we're going to have is a battle royal. And the tag team champions will be in that match. So it'll be a battle royal. The winner will face Liv Morgan at a later date. The later date is going to be a Raw because there's no one in hell this match is happening. Survivor Series, it's not happening. We're going to get a WarGames with Liv Morgan in it. So got the battle royal kickoff, right? A lot of people were in it. Already talked about it. You had again, Lyra Valkyria, Bianca Belair, Jade, Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, Natalya, Sonya Deville, Alba Fire, Max Dupree, Ivy Nile, Zoe Stark, Selena Vega, Shayna Baszler, Isla Dawn, Io Sky, Kairi Sane. They're all in there, all right? All vying for that spot to take on Liv Morgan and lose, basically, right? Let's see what happened in here. I have some notes over here. Dupree hit her reverse a worm. I think Sonya Deville was beating up Bianca a little bit. She was taking out Bianca a little bit. Shayna Baszler choked out one of the, was it Kaden Carter she did? Or Katana? I think it's Kaden Carter. She choking out Kaden Carter. Let's see. Kairi Sane did a big spot off the top ropes, I believe. Went for Natalya. Some stuff happened. Ultimately, after a few eliminations, came down to 4. Okay, so it was a fine battle royal. The crowd was into it. Came down to 4. Bianca, Jade, Lyra, and Io. Now, I thought Lyra was going to win. Lyra was going to win, and she'd take on Liv Morgan. That did not happen. Bianca and Jade had a face-off. Crowd went crazy. Oh, my God. They're teasing the match again. Means nothing, okay? Means nothing. Tease the match. Bianca and Jade. Bianca goes over the top for some reason, over the ropes. Gets pulled by Raquel. Jade Cargill tries to save Bianca. And while saving Bianca, Liv Morgan comes up and pulls over the ropes. So Liv Morgan and Raquel both eliminate Bianca and Jade. They're taunting them. They're laughing. Bianca and Jade then chase after them. And yeah, it was an interesting approach to go that route. It makes sense because Bianca and Jade are feuding with them. You want to get Bianca and Jade out of that match somehow, while not having Bianca get thrown out by anyone else in the match. You don't want to have Bianca throw out Jade. You don't want to have Jade throw out Bianca. So you use Liv Morgan and Raquel to do it. It makes sense. They didn't chase them. That's the feud right now. That's the top feud, by the way. So if you didn't notice, the women's tag team titles are at the top of the card right now. At the top of the card. That's because Bianca is one of the champions, okay? If Alba Fire and Isla Dawn were champions, if the Party Birds were the damn champion, I keep saying Party Birds because they were teaming up with Lyra at one point. Life of the Party, they're champions. You name it. PFC, they would not be in that spot because Bianca and Jade are there. Really because Bianca, right? Because Bianca is holding Jade Cargill's hand through this whole entire process. So because of Bianca's presence, the tag team titles are the top of the card, where you have the show opening with Bianca, Jade, and Liv and Raquel, which is kind of crazy. Like, it's crazy. You'll probably see the same thing on SmackDown later on. You'll see Nia Jax and Tiffany, who are, you have your Money in the Bank winner and your WWE champion. They'll be facing off with Bianca and Jade. That's another top of the card thing. So it's not without question. Bianca and Jade have elevated the importance and the visibility of the tag titles. Now that's not sustainable because Bianca will not be tag champion forever. So we'll see what happens after that. But for now, I don't think the tag titles have ever been more visible. Never been more visible. Never been more featured in a prominent position than it is now. But anyway, Bianca and Jade chase off Liv Morgan and Raquel. So Liv Morgan and Raquel is still running. So people are saying Liv Morgan always run away from Rhea Ripley. Well, she run away from Bianca and Jade. She's always running. Her and her bodyguard were running. There's a video online of them chasing them away. I'll see if I can find it. Liv Morgan, Raquel, Jade, running. Let's see if I can find it before it takes too long. I'm gonna move on. Is that it right here? No. Oh, here it is. I think. Yes. Why is it so small? What's going on here? What's going on? Wait, is this it? It is. So here is, let's see if it actually shows up. Here's Bianca and Jade chasing off Liv Morgan and Raquel. Bianca throws her hair at Liv Morgan and misses. So yeah, that's a feud, okay? That is the feud. That's a top feud. Now, you have Lyra Valkyria and Io Sky in the ring. They had a nice little back and forth. Both of them get to the apron. Io Sky hits the German suplex on the apron and she wins. She has a great celebration, by the way. A great celebration. That was hilarious. And we have a winner. So, Io Sky, I've been saying it for months. All the Io Sky stands. The Io, not even the stands, everybody. The Io was not going to win the Royal Rumble. She was not going to win the Royal Rumble. I would hope after this result, it'd be more clear to you that's not going to happen. If she's winning the Royal Rumble, they would not be having her win the Battle Royal here and facing Liv Morgan before the Rumble. Doesn't make any sense. Liv Morgan has won this match. Thought it was going to be Lyra, but apparently not. She's won this match. Set up WarGames, all right? So now you have Bianca and Jade feuding with Liv Morgan and Raquel. And because of Io Sky winning this damn match, you're going to have Kairi Sane teaming up with Io Sky, or that group, Damage Control, Sky Pirates, will now be feuding with Liv Morgan and Raquel as well. So that will lead to Bianca, Jade, Io, and Kairi Sane all being on the same page with hating Liv Morgan, right? Because, spoiler alert, Bianca and Jade will retain. They'll retain the titles via pin or DQ, whatever, and then Io Sky will lose to Liv Morgan by Dom interference or Raquel. That will piss her off. Then you'll have Bianca, Jade, Io, and Kairi all on the same page. Io Sky will put her differences aside with Bianca Belair for a moment, and then you'll have WarGames. Now, it's still possible. I would not be surprised if Rhea Ripley showed up. Let's say the Raw before. I mean, how many Raws we got left? 1, 2, 3. We got 3 Raws. On the 25th. On the 25th of November, you have Rhea Ripley show up and attack Liv Morgan and say, "It's time for WarGames." I don't know. I'm not ruling that out. That's all I'm saying. I'm not ruling out. You're gonna have freaking. You can have Rhea Ripley showing up. Some people think that the orbital bone fracture is very, very serious. It could be, but I wouldn't be surprised. Don't be shocked if she shows up 5-on-5 at WarGames. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I'm looking at the chat real quick. I've been running my mouth. Let's see. Bianca and Jade will be on Raw more because of lack of star power. Yep, that's true. I've been saying that for months. The finish nearly destroyed Lyra Valkyria. That was a very good finish. Io's getting fed to Liv Morgan. Yes and no. They're doing it to set up the WarGames match, and I think the babyfaces will win. So Io Sky will lose to Liv Morgan, yes, but then she'll win. I mean, there's no stakes, but she'll win the WarGames match, so she'll get a win over Liv Morgan. But yes, the singles match she'll lose or be DQ. I wonder how the Joshi stands will feel about Liv Morgan pinning Io. She's done that every time. She pinned Raquel. She pinned Rhea Ripley. She pinned Becky Lynch. She pinned Zelina Vega. She'll probably pin Io Sky. Y'all can get mad, but that's what's going to happen, okay? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, but she's going to get pinned by Io Sky. Io Sky will get pinned by Liv Morgan. That's going to happen. Let's see. I would have ran 2v1 for Raquel. But it's going to be Dark, Alexa, and Nikki Cross. Yeah, right. We'll see. We'll see about that one. That'd be kind of crazy to have them drop the belts to those two. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Yeah, probably not. I don't see that one. I don't see that loss happening. Did you notice how much the Saudi crowd loved Bianca? Yeah, it was. She'd been there more than anyone else. She'd been there more than any other superstar, especially for the women. She wrestled there more than anyone else by far at this point, I think. Maybe not by far. But she's been there like 6-7 times wrestling at this point. So she is well known by that crowd of people. She's always down there. So yeah, that doesn't problem me one bit. Io is not winning the Rumble. Correct, she's not. Charlotte could. She could. Charlotte could. What's the hold on Dakota Kai storylines? I think He was teasing her return back in September. We're in November, right? So I'm guessing it's a storyline based. They're waiting for the right time to bring her in story wise. I don't think it's I'm injured, therefore I can't wrestle. I think it's a storyline thing, but we'll see. I could be wrong. Those are two wild cards: Charlotte Flair and Dakota Kai. Not knowing where they're going to fit in, we can all guess. We can guess Charlotte Flair will show up after Naomi loses to Nia Jax and she'll challenge Nia Jax. That's a reasonable guess, but it's a guess. Dakota Kai will show up and she'll turn on Io Sky. That's also a reasonable guess. It's reasonable. For me to predict I'm pretty good with predictions, I think. In order to predict it, I gotta see them on TV to see what the writers are doing. With them just not being on TV, it's just a guess. Like I can guess Dakota Kai will show up and turn on Io Sky and Kairi Sane. I can guess Charlotte Flair will show up after Survivor Series, maybe after the match, maybe after the damn WarGames match she shows up. That's all a guess, right? Once I get them on TV consistently, then I'll be able to better predict what the writers are doing, because then you have characters on the screen. You can see the projection, you can see the arcs coming, you see the direction, you know? So we'll see what happens when Charlotte Flair and Dakota Kai actually show up. They muted Saudi crowd cheering for Liv Morgan on the Raw show. Probably, maybe. I can see that. I'll go back and look. Io Sky's losing. Yep, she is. Yep. Turn on Io. Yep. Dakota Kai. That's what else gonna do for them? Like, it makes too much sense for Dakota Kai to have a turn, because right now, what's going on with Damage Control? She's been out. She comes back. She's a face. It's a trios. There's no trios belts. You have Io Sky and Kairi Sane going for the tag titles. Then what is Dakota Kai doing, right? Probably better to turn Dakota Kai. That's what I would do. Charlotte Flair is being a face. I think she will. Nia Jax probably facing Naomi in Vancouver. You think they'll have Nia? Yeah. If WarGames is going to be on the women's side, well, I think it will be, clearly, as you can see from the evidence here. Okay? That's what's happening. You know, they're setting up WarGames. I could see, I could definitely see them pushing Nia versus Naomi to Survivor Series. They could. Would I be shocked if it happened on? Would I be shocked if it happened on SmackDown? No, I would not be shocked. I just wouldn't, you know? Anyway, let's move on to what's coming up next, which is Miz. The Miz. Miz got abducted by Bo Dallas. Don't feel sorry for him. I wonder how long they can do this. Right now, Bo Dallas and the White Six are faces going after heels. How long can they do this? Going after Chad Gable, that's over. They're going after the Miz, but then what? Like, they don't want Final Testament. They want the Miz. So they showed Bo Dallas antagonizing and bothering the Miz, and then they showed clips of the Miz like being mean to Bo Dallas and stuff like that. So where this is gonna go, I don't know. I have no clue. No clue whatsoever. The Miz is kind of like screwed, but we'll see what happens. Man has a family. I mean, he does, but Maurice is fine. Maurice will be fine. He'll be out eventually. I mean, they're not gonna kill him. But yeah, what's gonna happen with the Miz? I don't know. Are you guys interested in the Miz being abducted? Are you happy about it? Are you looking forward to what happens next? Not really. I don't really care about the Miz being abducted, honestly. We'll see where it goes. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be good, but I'm not convinced. Then we had Xavier Woods. Well, before this interruption here, it was Xavier Woods freaking arguing with Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston should have slapped Xavier Woods like a long time ago. They're still bickering. They're still arguing. Kofi Kingston's like, hey, dude, we can look at the tape. Okay, I didn't mess up anything. It was my fault we lost, whatever. I don't think they lost last week. I don't remember what happened last week. I just remember they're at odds. And Kofi Kingston gave Woods the keys, but the Woods is now being weird with the tag-ins and messing things up during the match. It is what it is at this point. They had a good match with the War Raiders. I thought the War Raiders did well. Fun match. Ultimately, in the end, the storyline is that David Woods is just not on the same page with his partner. He is the heel here, clearly. The question is, when is it going to come ahead? When is it going to finally happen where these two fight each other? I don't know, but it needs to happen quick because Kofi Kingston used to slap Xavier Woods quick, fast, and in a hurry. But I'm enjoying the storyline here. I'm enjoying the feud. Well, not a feud yet officially, but the friction in between the tag teams here. They could have something similar with Bianca and Jade down the road, where Bianca and Jade are still teaming up, but they're having issues. I've been saying I would have it so that on SmackDown, Naomi turns heel, Bianca goes to work with Naomi or talk to her, but she turns on Bianca as well. But then Naomi finds comfort or finds a friend in Jade Cargill. So you have a situation where Bianca and Bayley are coming closer because of Naomi's heel actions, and Naomi is then enlisting Jade Cargill's help. So you have a situation where Bianca has to make peace with Bayley for the sake of dealing with Naomi and Jade Cargill. That's what I would do. That's compelling, that's interesting. They have character dynamics there. That's fun to mess with. You have the Bianca Bayley dynamic, got the Bianca Jade dynamic, you have Naomi turning on Bayley. Is gold. Will that happen? Probably not. Probably not. Let's be clear. Okay, I'm not gonna pretend otherwise. I don't see it happening. But that'd be cool. So they lost. War Raiders won. They are number one contenders already. Weren't they already number one contenders? I don't remember. I don't think they became number one contenders from this match. They've already been number one contenders, but they're going to be facing Judgment Day. And right now, with the Judgment Day, they're having issues because Finn Balor is just jealous. He's jealous that Dom got in that match. He wants to be champion, clearly. Champion, I mean singles champion. Wants that world title. And he's jealous that Dom got that opportunity. And it's going to cost him the tag titles. I think Finn Balor is going to cost him the tag titles because he can't keep his eye on the prize. He's thinking about the world title too much. It's going to cost him. I think they're going to drop that. I think they're going to drop those belts. They're going to be War Raiders being champion here very soon. When is the match going to happen? Sometime on Raw. I think the War Raiders will be champion, and then Finn will be chasing the world title again, and may mess up not Damage Control. It may mess up Judgment Day because it's clear that he has a problem with Dom being in that match. He didn't interfere in the match, but he is upset with Dom's placement in the card, and he wanted to be in that. He wanted to be in that match, but it didn't happen for him. Then we had Sami Zayn walking up to the ring, went to commercial, came back to talk about how the WWE will be going to Europe for the lead into Mania. A whole bunch of Raws and SmackDowns, not PLEs, but Raws, SmackDowns in Europe. That's going to be great crowds. So we're going to have great Raws, great SmackDowns. Remember, at this point, Raw will be on Netflix, right? So it'll be live on Netflix with no delay. Think about that. So whenever Netflix shows Raw, that's when you show it. So there'll be no USA broadcast of Raw, right? So because Netflix is worldwide, if you want to watch Netflix, you want to watch Raw live, you have to turn it on whenever it's happening in Europe. So for example, 1 p.m. Eastern time, Monday night, or Monday afternoon, while you're at work or whatever, Raw will be showing on Netflix. Then you have to watch when you get home. So no live broadcast of Raw at 8 p.m. anymore when they're in Europe, right? Because Netflix is worldwide. You see it when you see it. It's live when it's live. There's no replay, right? There's no editing. So that's be an interesting experience. It'd be weird. Imagine having Raw, SmackDown in Europe. You come home at whatever time, you turn it on and watch the replay because it already would have happened hours ago. It'd be kind of crazy. A new world we're living in with Netflix. A new world. I'm looking forward to it to see how it is. Like, it'd be fun. So we're going to have Raw on Netflix in Europe for those dates. You're going to have SmackDown in Europe as well. Now that's different for USA because in USA, SmackDown is still going to be on USA Network. So that would be a replay. So Netflix will be, I think in the UK and other places, you're going to get Raw and SmackDown on Netflix. But in America, you'll see the replay on TV for SmackDown. Raw, you'll have to turn on Netflix and watch it how you watch it. But for SmackDown, you'll get that replay. And probably be like 3 hours, right? I think SmackDown is 3 hours leading up to Mania. So it's going to be all kind of different. It'll be different all around. A weird experience. Really be weird. Really be a weird experience. 3 hour SmackDowns. Netflix have Raw. See how that goes. But I'm looking forward to it. It could be fun. Europe fans will benefit the most. Yep. They'll be live over there for sure. No late viewings for them. USA probably have the worst of it. If you want to say it's bad, then it's the worst for USA because you have to look at different places. Gotta go to Netflix for Raw, USA Network to see the SmackDown replay, right? It won't be live on USA Network for those dates, at least. For the European dates, it won't be live. And then you have to go to Peacock for the PLEs. That's a lot. All right, what happened next? Oh yeah, Sami Zayn. So Sami Zayn goes down to the ring, cut a promo, talks in Arabic to the fans. Fans love him there. Okay, of course, like he's amongst his people. He says, speaking his language on WWE TV. So he's hyping up the crowd, right? Start talking about his actions with the Bloodline, and then that's when Jey Uso comes down, interrupts him. Great ovation. Doesn't come in the crowd. Comes down the ramp. And then greets Sami Zayn in the ring. Jimmy comes down. Then we have a very good, I thought, very good, very effective storyline here where Jimmy Uso does not trust Sami Zayn. If you watch SmackDown, Sami accidentally kicked Roman Reigns. Jimmy thinks he did it on purpose. Jay says he didn't do it on purpose. And there's a back and forth there. Sami Zayn does not trust Jimmy. So Jimmy says that Sami Zayn can't be trusted, right? Sami's like, you have some nerve, dude. After everything you did and how you abandoned Jay, you turned on Jay, you cost him the title, you cost him matches, you went to Roman Reigns, you're the one who can't be trusted, dude. It's a logical argument there from Sami Zayn, right? None of them can be trusted, really, especially not Jimmy, but Jimmy is brothers with Jey Uso. So there's that twin relationship. Family's family, right? So, but Sami's right. Jimmy is the one you can't really trust, right? But it is what it is. Storyline has to bring them all together. So Sami Zayn goes to walk away. Jey Uso says, "You're Sami Uso. We need you to come to SmackDown and talk to Roman Reigns, all four of us." So that's what they're teasing here, right? On SmackDown, we're gonna have a segment where Sami. So basically, you can just go where you want, right? There's no like, I don't mind it because we have a brand split. But Sami Zayn gonna pop up on SmackDown. It's fine. I like a loose brand split. A loose brand split. I don't like a whole hard brand split. So I don't mind Sami Zayn popping up here and there. So Sami Zayn will be on SmackDown talking to Roman Reigns. That'll be the big segment. So look forward to that. You have 2 hours on SmackDown. Probably be like a 30-minute segment at least between Sami, Roman, Jay, and Jimmy. So see if it opens up the show or close the show. I prefer if it closes the show because if it opens up the show, they have to cut some stuff. We don't want that. We don't want to cut anything from SmackDown. So let's have it open the show. Anyway, good segment between Jay, Jimmy, and Sami Zayn. Crowd was chanting Sami Uso, so they're loving it. Are you guys happy with the storyline? Like I said before, it's money. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with the storyline. It's hard to mess it up. Crowd wants to see everything. They want to see Jay get together with Jimmy. They want to see Jay get together with Sami. They want to see Jay and Sami and Roman Reigns come close and form a bond and like, you know, kumbaya. You know, they want to see that relationship come back together in a babyface form. We'll see how it goes because you know what the most compelling thing about this? So of course, Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn, that conversation would be crazy. Like that'd be interesting. But also Kevin Owens, right? Remember, Kevin Owens was upset with Cody Rhodes because Cody freaking teamed up with Roman Reigns, and I agree with him. the logical reaction, right? So now how is Sami Zayn going to deal with Kevin Owens being upset with him coming together for WarGames, right? You may have a situation where Kevin Owens attacks Sami Zayn, or Sami Zayn has to deal with Kevin Owens in some way. Maybe Kevin Owens will cut a damn promo on Sami Zayn, right? It's the same logical conclusion, right? Kevin Owens is upset with Cody Rhodes for teaming up with Roman Reigns. The same for Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens will be upset with Sami Zayn for teaming up with Roman Reigns. So that's what I'm looking for. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I want to see that promo or that segment where Kevin Owens calls out Sami. What I want to see. That'd be the best thing, because I'm loving Kevin Owens right now. Loving his storyline. I'm loving his character work. So let Kevin Owens call out Sami Zayn same way he called out Cody Rhodes. That's good for business, if you ask me. Sami's only there to help Jay. True, but Kevin Owens not going to feel that way. Kevin Owens is irrational right now. He's upset. He's loose cannon. He will see Sami Zayn and say, Sami, what are you doing? Why are you teaming up with the Bloodline? After everything they've done, what the hell's going on? Remember, Sami and Kevin Owens took on Jay and Jimmy at WrestleMania. They had to fend off the tag titles because Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens didn't want them to get the tag titles. Remember that whole thing? So they teamed up to stop the Bloodline. Now Sami Zayn will be teaming up with the Bloodline. There's no way Kevin Owens won't get upset. There's no way. He'll be upset. He's going to be pissed at Sami Zayn. And I'm here for it. Let's see it. I'm here for that interaction. I'm here for that storyline. Let Kevin Owens cook. All right, what happened next on Raw? But good segment, really good segment. I enjoyed it. I give it a 8 out of 10. Good stuff. WarGames will be Sami, Jimmy, Jay, Roman Reigns against the new Bloodline. All right, so that's pretty much set. Will Kevin Owens get involved? Probably not. He'll be dealing with Cody and Randy Orton. So I don't think Kevin Owens will get upset or get involved in the match, but I do think that he'll have something to say about Sami Zayn. Something to say about it. Looking forward to that. I'm looking at this. Are they dropping the IDs now? The WWE ID names? Someone's been ID'd, but there's Sunday to find out who. Okay, they're still waiting to drop the name of who's been ID'd for the WWE developmental program. This is a reality of wrestling. I don't really follow it very closely, so I don't know who's going to be from here, but we'll see. Anyway, enough of that. Let's move on to. They've been teasing those damn names. I mean, let's hurry up and just name the damn people already, all right? Anyway, all right, so let's move on. Seth freaking Rollins came down to the ring. When he came down to the ring, he cut a promo, right? That's what happened. He's backstage talking to Jackie Redmond. Talk about Bronson Reed and how he's a tough guy. He had a hard-fought match. He respects him in the ring, yada, yada, yada. But he is the visionary. He's a revolutionary. He's Seth freaking Rollins. Talk about the main event. Shit's on Dominic Mysterio, right? So we have 3 great competitors and Dom. Nobody respects Dom. I think Dom should start getting some respect these days, right? Dom has had some good enough matches, some good enough performances in kayfabe. I'm talking about in kayfabe. Dom has done enough to get some more respect in the ring. They shouldn't keep calling him like, oh, they have great wrestlers and Dom. I think Dom has done enough at this point. He has done enough within the matches, so I don't think they need to qualify Dom at this point. He's a legit superstar and a legit threat to a certain extent. Okay, when it comes to power scaling, he's still supposed to lose to Damian Priest 1-on-1, right? He's supposed to lose to Finn Balor. He's supposed to lose to Seth Rollins. I get that, but now I think when you move past the whole, oh, Dom sucks in the ring, he can't really win. He's shown enough in the ring to be get stronger booking in terms of promos, right? Don't need to shit on him anymore. I think he's done enough. Anyway. He's a former champion, yeah. Former North American champion. I don't remember how he won that. Did they cheat with Rhea Ripley? Maybe. But the man had bangers with he had bangers with Dragon Lee. He had good matches with Damon Priest. He's done enough. Okay, I think. But anyway, Dragon Lee against Chad Gable was a great match. Really, really good. I enjoyed it. Two great wrestlers, killed it in the ring. I was impressed with Chad Gable. I was impressed with Dragon Lee. There's a spot where they both traded German suplexes. They both ate it and no-sold it. Reminded me of what I see in the Joshi world in Japan. I enjoyed that. Hurricanranas, big suplexes, great stuff. It had some, not interferences, but some distractions. Ivanal distraction. You had a Zelina Vega distraction. Ultimately, Dragon Lee came out on top. It was a good match. I enjoyed it. Probably the match of the night. This is on the main event, but I think this is better. Good stuff all around. Ivanal and Zelina Vega are in a feud right now. It looks like she put Zelina Vega in that chokehold for like a little bit before Rey Mysterio came out there. So yeah, some good stuff going on in this match. How you guys feel about the feud? The American-made LWO feud. How you like it? Are you enjoying it? Is it good? Are you liking it? Are you sick of it? You don't like it? Let me know. The LWO versus American-made feud. How you feel about it? I think it's been fine. It's been fine. Your thoughts on that feud? Lena needs to do something. So she's doing something. That's Ivanal, right? So Ivanal's moved on from Nikki Cross to Zelina Vega. Fine. Liking it. It's cool. It's fine. Like, they're using people. They're being used. They're not off TV. Happy birthday to Roxanne Perez. Forgot to say that. It's her birthday. Happy birthday to her. Anyway, yeah, I'm liking it enough. If we get good matches like this, I'm fine with it, right? So, yes, it's a good TV feud. Dragon Lee wins. Where this is going to lead, I don't know. What's the conclusion? I don't know, but for now, it's a good match. I'm enjoying the talent. It is what it is. Then we had an interview with Gunther. So Gunther had an interview backstage with Jackie Redmond. He basically gave Cody Rhodes his props when Ludwig Kaiser tried to say Cody Rhodes got lucky. Gunther said, no, we're not going to do that. Not today. Cody Rhodes deserved that win. Gave Cody Rhodes a lot of respect. He came across as like a very respectful champion. This is the most face I've ever seen Gunther. So yeah, he doesn't really make excuses for his losses. He lost straight up. He caught him. So he gave Cody Rhodes his props. And they lingered on Ludwig Kaiser's face when Gunther walked off. So are we building towards a Gunther-Ludwig Kaiser feud? That'd be interesting, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon. Remember, just Triple H, he's a slow burner. So, but something to keep our eye on. Something to keep our eye on is that our eye on is that Kaiser Gunther match, if it ever happens. But yeah, Gunther and Kaiser, great on the mic, good wrestler. Will they turn Kaiser heel on Gunther? Will Gunther be face anytime soon? I don't know, but again, the Triple H. Okay, the Triple H. What happened after that? Let's see. Then we had the video package or commercial talking about Crown Jewel and Cody Rhodes. Then we had main event. I keep forgetting how Raw is now 2 hours, so it's not as long anymore. Yeah, the main event between Dom, Sheamus, Damian Priest, and Seth Rollins. So this is a good match, good action match. Ultimately, what's his face? Bronson Reed comes down there and tsunamis everybody, squashes them all, takes out Priest, takes out Sheamus, takes out Seth Rollins. Dom is just hiding in the cut. Then once he leaves the ring, Dom jumps in, tries to take advantage of it, hits the frog splash on Sheamus. Didn't work because Damian Priest got involved again. Good match, fun stuff. Priest wins. I thought to go like a different direction and have Sheamus win, just because I feel like Priest already faced Gunther recently, but went back to Gunther. It definitely feels more like a filler feud for Priest. Don't think he's beating Gunther, of course, so we'll see where that goes. But it was a fun match, fun stuff. Tsunami, I love how Michael Cole calls Tsunami every time. It's good stuff from Michael Cole. That finisher is over with the crowd. Crowd loves it. Gets a great reaction every time. Yeah, it's good stuff from Bronson Reed. So Seth Rollins is still in the crosshairs of Bronson Reed. We knew that was going to happen. We knew that feud was not over. Where does it lead? To maybe Survivor Series, probably. I want to see a fall count anywhere. No DQ. Anything goes match between these two. That's the route to go. Honestly, I might book Bronson Reed to win that. Have Bronson Reed pin him in a anywhere falls match. Then maybe you can do a last man standing match next. I don't know. But this feud is not over. Bronson Reed is doing great work. I'm enjoying his work a lot. We'll see where that leads to us. And then to end the show, we got the face off between Gunther and Damian Priest. Again, we've seen this match already recently. Gunther retains. Will Kaiser start annoying Gunther? Will Kaiser start getting involved in the matches and pissing off Gunther? We don't know, but it was a solid main event, good main event. And we end with Gunther and Priest. Fall count anywhere, yep. That's what I would do for Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins next match. Then maybe after that, you do the last man standing match. I don't know. CM Punk cost Seth? No. Punk is still a face. We need to see a heel Seth eventually. I want to see heel Seth eventually, but CM Punk is a face. He's not getting involved in that match. If Seth wins that feud, he'll win it on his own, I think. And that is Monday Night Raw. I'll give Monday Night Raw. I mean, you had Bianca and Jade stuff with Liv Morgan. You had the great Chad Gable Dragon Lee match. You had a very good main event. You had some so-so stuff with The Miz and White Six. You had a good tag team match. Just a solid show. I'll give Raw 7.5. The big thing is Women's WarGames. Those guys, number one contender. That's a big thing. What else? I don't think Priest being the number one contender is that big, but we'll add that. Sure. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and the Sami Zayn thing, setting up SmackDown. Sami Zayn will go to SmackDown to talk Roman Reigns. It's probably the biggest thing because the Bloodline storyline is the number one story. Rhea Ripley is out for how long, we don't know. They're pivoting to the Bianca Belair Jade tag team scene being at the top of the card against Liv Morgan and Raquel. We'll see where that goes. I do believe Raquel and Liv Morgan will lose the tag title opportunity via DQ or whatever. I saw some people saying that they don't think Liv Morgan can take a pin here. I disagree. Remember, Liv Morgan has already been pinned. She was pinned by Rhea Ripley at Bash in Berlin. Clean. So they're not saving the Liv Morgan pin for Rhea Ripley. She already did that. She already pinned Liv Morgan. In fact, Rhea Ripley has had opportunities to pin her before. Could have pinned her at SmackDown at SummerSlam. Remember that? She chose to extend that match. She hit the riptide. She didn't go for the pin. And then at Bad Blood, she had Liv Morgan on the ground. Could have pinned her, but decided she wanted to take a detour with the damn kendo stick to beat Dom like a piñata. She had the match won. So pinning is not that big of a deal. She already did it. She already pinned Liv Morgan. So I don't think it would hurt Liv Morgan to get pinned by Bianca at during the match. I think it hurts her not at all because she's gonna win the next match next week. I think they're gonna do it back. I think they're gonna do it back to back. Bianca and Jade will face her next week. That's already planned and set. And then the week after that, which apparently would be a double taping, because of what? Why is that? Is it because of Thanksgiving? I think so. So next week we have double taping. I think Liv Morgan will do double duty. She'll do the tag team match. Then for the second taping, they'll do the one-on-one with Io Sky. She'll beat Io Sky. So she'll lose the tag team match. If she get pinned or not, doesn't matter. And then she'll maybe be DQ. Maybe more likely DQ. But she'll definitely beat Io Sky the next week by Dom or Raquel, interference, whatever. Then you have Damage Control, a.k.a. Io Sky and Kairi Sane, teaming up with Bianca and Jade to take on Liv Morgan's crew. Now, who will be on Liv Morgan's team? I don't know. Be Liv, of course, Raquel, of course, and then what? Piper and Chelsea from SmackDown? Or do you do Shayna and Zoe from PFC? Or do you do something crazy like a Lyra heel turn? I don't see that happening. Yeah, I don't know. That's a mystery to me. The two mystery opponents. If we're doing 4-on-4, that's what we're doing. We have Bianca, Jade, Io, and Kairi Sane. Who will be on Team Liv? Who are the two? I don't know. It's a toss-up. They haven't told that story yet. So they have to tell the story. So until they tell the story, I can't predict who it's going to be. I don't see who's going to step up there. So we'll see what they do in that match. And again, I'm not ruling out that Rhea Ripley could show up. He could show up right before the show and say, hey, let's do WarGames. Then it'll be 5-on-5 if Rhea shows up. I'm not counting it out. I definitely believe the Raw Women's Division will still get WarGames regardless of Rhea Ripley's injury. Okay? So we'll see how that goes. Here's a question. If Rhea Ripley does not show up, and it is Bianca, Jade, Io, and Kairi Sane, who will be the leader? So we Team Liv against Team what? Probably Bianca, because she'd be the champion of the four, along with Jade Cargill. Bianca is the de facto leader of that tag team, right? So because Bianca's champion, because she had the stature, because she can cut the promos, right? It'll probably be Team Bianca versus Team Liv Morgan if Rhea Ripley doesn't show up. Won't be Team Io. It'll be Team Bianca, probably. Because you're gonna want the leader to be cutting the promos in this case. So it'll be Team Bianca. Here's the problem with Tristan. I think she won't be number one contender because she's gonna lose, right? That's what I'm saying. I think next week, it's gonna be Bianca and Jade against Liv and Raquel for the tag titles. Then the following week, it'll be Liv Morgan against Liv Morgan. Liv against Liv. Liv against Io. So Liv Morgan will beat Io Sky. She's gonna beat her. And then it's gonna be like Bianca and Jade, Io and Kairi coming together. The question is, who's the leader? I think Bianca Belair will be the one to say, okay, ladies, let's do it. She's going to reach out to Io, I think. I don't think Io Sky going to say, Bianca, we need to go take out Liv Morgan. I think it'll probably be Bianca making that, doing an olive branch, reaching out. And if that's the case, it'll be Bianca versus Team Liv, I think. But I could be wrong. I just don't think they're going to do Team Io again, because it was Team Io last time, because she's leader of Damage Control. So if Io loses to Liv Morgan, and if Bianca and Jade are still feuding with Liv, and probably will still be feuding with them, of course, WarGames, right? If Bianca and Jade are still feuding with Liv Morgan and Raquel, it'll probably be Team Bianca versus Team Liv Morgan, I think. Winner takes all? I don't think. Who are the two? Who are the two that'll be joining Liv and Raquel? That's my question. But I don't think it'll be Liv. It won't be winner take all. WarGames have no stakes. It'll be 5-on-5 if Rhea Ripley shows up. If Rhea Ripley shows up, it'll be PFC. Liv, Raquel, PFC, Rhea, Bianca, Jade, Io, Kyrie. And that point, it's clear Team Rhea Ripley, right? I don't want to put it past them. I think we could have Rhea Ripley showing up. Depending on how bad the orbital fracture is, they're being pretty quiet about it. We don't know how long she's gonna be out. She could heal within a few weeks. Maybe wear like a mask or whatever. She could show up and have a match in that WarGames match. I would not be surprised one bit. And the next, if that's the case, it'll be Team Rhea Ripley, of course, right? But yeah, PFC or Piper or Chelsea Green, I think. I wouldn't put it past them to have Rhea Ripley show up. This is WarGames. You're gonna call it. Should be the one to say WarGames. Watch. I'm like 80% sure she shows up. Right before the show. Raw before the show. 80%. So we have 11th of November, Bianca Jade versus Liv Morgan and Raquel. The 18th will be Io against Liv Morgan, which is double taping. And the 25th will be... Wait, let me check something real quick. Okay, so Thanksgiving is the 28th. This is the 28th. Why are they doing a double taping next week? I need to confirm the double taping. I need to confirm the double taping. Let's see, double taping last week. Let's see. This is what I do. WWE shows. That's what I need to do. That'll fix it. Go to WWE shows, results, tickets. Take a look at this. Let's confirm the double taping. All right, so we have all dates, custom dates. Here. All right, let's look at it. We have Raw on the 11th. Yep, double taping. So, yep. So next week is double taping. So, if that's the case. I do believe will be 11th, Bianca, Jade, and Liv Morgan, Raquel. Double taping, which would be the 18th show. Liv Morgan will face off against Io Sky. And on the 25th, in Arizona, you have the return of Rhea Ripley. I think she returns here. Returns to set up WarGames for Canada, November 30th. Now, some have said this is home for Chelsea Green. Therefore, Chelsea Green needs to be in the WarGames match. Maybe. I can see that. Sure. They still have her as our featured superstar, but that doesn't mean nothing. It could be late to update. So it means nothing, but yeah, I think she shows up Raw before Scream WarGames. November 15th. November 25th. For UK, that's why it's double taping. Where that LeBron face mask, yeah, she can do that. Need Rhea Ripley to take the title from Liv Morgan before Mania. Unfortunately, that's not happening. Liv Morgan will be champion going into Mania. We need to accept that. Move on with our lives, unfortunately. Yeah, she probably returns the 25th. Yeah, I think so. He will return with the mask, a black mask for an eye. Mask to protect orbital bone. Yeah, she'll show up like that. Yeah, the same thing showed up with. Yes, this is exactly what showed up with. Right there. She'll show up with this. Black goth mask. Protect her orbital bone. Yep. If she has to, she'll show up with this. Problem solved. That's the story, folks. I do believe, I'm 80% sure Rhea Ripley will show up for WarGames. Get the eye patch like Danielson. I'm no Joshi stan, but Liv and Rhea Ripley feud really needs to be end at the latest at Rumble, so keeping hope Triple H sees the light and ends it. I don't know what to tell you. So let's say we do WarGames, right? Let's say we do that. She returns for WarGames. It happens as Survivor Series. Then what? Then she has a one-on-one match with Liv Morgan at main event. Saturday main event? I don't think so. If anything, she faces Raquel. She beats Raquel, and then at that point, we're in Rumble season. You won't pass up the opportunity to put Rhea in the Rumble this time around, because you missed it so many times. She's the favorite to win the Rumble, I think. Folks are upset about that, but I think she is. She's the favorite to win the Rumble. Do I see Bianca and Jade retaining? Yes. Bianca and Jade are not losing to Liv Morgan and Raquel. That's not happening. They will beat them for sure. Yes, I agree, Richard. Rhea versus Io Sky is not happening. It's a pipe dream. At this point, you should know that, considering Liv Morgan will be facing Io Sky within the next couple weeks. All right, so that's not happening. Anything else for wrap up the stream? Any other questions, comments, or concerns? Look on Reddit, see anything popped up for now. Got on Wednesday, tonight election day, so no NXT tonight. Wednesday we have that show doing hyping up. Will be NXT in the old ECW arena. We'll see how that goes. Looking forward to that. That is Wednesday, going head to head with AEW. So that'll be fun discourse online. Our Preach talking about winning the tag titles with Rhea Ripley. Don't want to hear that nonsense. Dave Meltzer was freaking fooled by a freaking parody account. Hilarious. He thought that Backlash was going to the Tokyo Dome because a parody account tweeted about it. Dave Meltzer is such a loser. Stephanie versus Roxanne may be the main event of Deadline. Deadline is kind of far away, right? Well, they have to announce Deadline first, right? They haven't announced that yet. We don't know the location, nothing. So maybe, I think we're going to get the special announcement by Ava will be the Deadline announcement. It'd be December. The last 2 years, it's been early December. So, yeah, it'll probably be December. Let's see, when is Saturday? Look at the next month. December 10th. I'm sorry, 8th. If it's a Sunday PLE, it'll be December 8th. 7th is if it's Saturday. Not that far away. A month. Early next month. Will it be Roxanne against Stephanie? Good. You just have to book the next month. Keep Stephanie away from Roxanne Perez. Who faces Nia Jax at WarGames? Probably Naomi to drag it out. I was thinking they may do Naomi on TV, but with Bianca and Jade being in the Raw Women's division because of the pivot, I could see them dragging it to Survivor Series because Bianca and Jade have a storyline. I thought they might do Bianca and Jade against Tiffany and Nia Jax at Survivor Series, but with Bianca and Jade dealing with the WarGames match, then it makes sense to push back Naomi Bailey or Naomi Nia Jax, unless they want to do a tag match. Will it be a Bailey Naomi against Tiffany and Nia Jax? I don't think so. They should probably just do the one-on-one singles match, Naomi and Nia Jax, with Tiffany and Bailey being interferences and causing distractions, you know. Yeah, Julia, Stephanie, Kalani, Zarya, and Jordan Grace, yes, they'll be winning tomorrow. I agree. Faces will win. Baby faces will win on the EW show. ECW show. Or the tribute show, basically a tribute to ECW. I think they could build it right with Stephanie and Roxanne by adding some heelish comments to comfort Julia. What do you mean? You mean the eventual? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Bailey Naomi versus Tiffany and Nia Jax has happened before. Yeah, that's true. It already happened. So I'm guessing Naomi Nia Jax at Survivor Series. Or Charlotte Flair returns. So you can have Naomi lose on SmackDown and Charlotte Flair returns. Get Charlotte against Naomi. Well, not Naomi. Oh, you can do that. You have Charlotte Flair face Naomi and turn Naomi heel. But if you could do Charlotte Flair against Nia Jax at Survivor Series, you do that, of course. It just depends on what's going on with Charlotte Flair. What's the plan? What's the plan? Charlotte Flair should return after Nia Naomi. Large pop. If you have that match take place, Nia Jax retains. Tiffany tries to cash in, maybe fails, or whatever, or maybe she teases it. Then maybe, what if Tiffany goes to try to cash in, and then you hear the Charlotte Flair music? So Charlotte Flair's music interrupts the cash in attempt. So Tiffany doesn't cash in because of Charlotte Flair. That could work. That could work. You could do Charlotte Flair against Nia Jax at Saturday night main event. That could happen. If for Tiffany to win the belt, you have her cash in during that match, right? If Nia Jax is facing off against Charlotte Flair, that's the time for her to do it. Assuming she wins, assuming the cash in is successful, you have her cash in during that match. Why? She's a fan of Charlotte Flair in real life. That's her idol in real life. It makes sense for the storyline. That's when you do it. So, to be clear, for the record, Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax. Tiffany cashes in then, which could be Saturday night main event. Why would Charlotte Flair beat up Nia Jax? You didn't like her, sure, but a face coming down is beating the hell out of Nia Jax unless she goes down there, steps on Nia Jax, then Nia Jax attacks her first. Well, then sure, you swung on, you have to fight back, right? I can see that. You have her come down to the ring, Nia Jax attacks her, Charlotte Flair fights back, she knocks her out, whatever. Tiffany cashes in then, or you have Charlotte Flair face off against Nia Jax. They have a match. They both lay each other out. Tiffany comes down and cashes in, come a triple threat. Tiffany wins. Either way works. Assuming Tiffany wins the belt, that works fine. It's a damn good question. What is everybody gonna do? Like, what's the plan for Mania? What's Charlotte Flair's plan? What's Nia Jax's plan? What's Jade Cargill's plan? What's Bianca Belair's plan? What's Naomi's plan? What's Bayley's plan? What's Tiffany's plan? There's so many talent. That's why I think there should be more storylines and more non-title feuds. That's the problem with the women's division. The men have so many damn storylines, right? There's so many stuff you could do. You have Randy Orton, Cody. You have Kevin Owens against Sami Zayn. You have like so many different matchups because they actually invest in the singles division in the mid card for the men. Whereas for the women, there is no mid card scene. So top of the card or nothing. It's title matches or nothing. That's why it's hard to predict what happens here. What happens with Nia? Because Nia deserves a Mania match. She didn't get one last year. She deserves it. Where is it gonna go? Will she be champion? Will it be a non-title feud? I don't know. But she deserves a spot on the Mania card. Typically, it's usually 2 singles matches for the championships and then a tag team match of some sort. What I would do, this is what I would do. This year. You can't do it every year. But this year, I would introduce the mid-card belts for the women. You can call it the women's US belt, the women's IC belt, whatever. You have multi-women's singles matches around those belts. Maybe on night 1, you have a ladder match for the US belt for the women. On night 2, you have a battle royal or some other match stipulation. Fatal 4-way for the US belt for that show. So each day has a different multi-women singles match, but it's fun because the champion is going to be not like a no stakes match. The winner gets the belt. So ladder match for the one belt on the first night, a fatal 4-way or whatever, a fatal 5-way for the other belt, mid-card belt, on the second night. Those are 2 big matches with stipulations, with actual stakes, right, for multi-women. That's what I would do. But I'm not convinced they want to have a mid-card belt for the main roster yet. So we'll see. Bianca and Jade don't make sense if they're both faces. Well, hey, this is the same company that did Bianca Asuka as faces. Remember that? When Bianca faces Asuka for the belt at Mania 39, they're both faces. So I wouldn't put it past them. All right? Would not put it past them. But I think that match kind of goes above, or kind of like, it goes beyond face heel when Bianca and Charlotte Flair are in the ring. But I agree with you. It's better to have a heel face dynamic of some sort, or just like not even like a heel face, just like a compelling character thing. Like both could be compelling characters, both have their own point of view, but not a real heel face dynamic, but just like, 2 characters that don't get along. They both have some points, they're both faces, but they have an issue and they fight. That could work fine. Also not a heel. Not at Mania. She became a heel later, remember? When she came down to the ring, you tried to shake Bianca's hand, and she spit in her face. Remember that? She didn't become a heel until afterwards. Not a true heel. If you remember, Bianca and Asuka, they had their little issues, but it wasn't a true heel face dynamic. She didn't become a true heel until she came down to the ring and sprayed her in the face after WrestleMania. Leading into the Saudi show, then she was a heel. But trust me, I remember, she was not a clear-cut heel. She was not. She was not. They still had respect for each other. Remember, they had freaking, I think it was Chelsea Green and Carmella. Go back and watch those the lead into that match. The build was Bianca and Asuka were feuding against Carmella and Chelsea Green. It was very stupid. Really stupid. Let me go back and let me check real quick. Bianca. Look at cage match. But yeah, they were both faces feuding against Carmella. It was a terrible, one of the worst builds I've ever seen. One of the worst Mania builds I've ever seen in my life. They didn't want to commit to heel Asuka until after the match. Go to 2023. For WrestleMania. Wrap it up to this. Let's see. WrestleMania was. So here is. Not crazy. Where's WrestleMania? Here's WrestleMania, right? Bianca defeats Asuka, right? WrestleMania here. Before that, Bianca faces Chelsea Green. Bianca faces Becky Lynch, Chelsea Green. Asuka and Bianca Belair defeat Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Bianca Belair defeats Bayley, right? Chelsea Green, Becky Lynch. If you go back and watch this feud, it was very much Bianca faces off a heel, gets a heel. Asuka faces a heel. Let's go to Asuka real quick. I'll confirm my suspicions. Matches. Go to 2013, right? Go to WrestleMania. Right? Bianca and Asuka defeat Damage Control. On the road, Bianca and Asuka defeat Damage Control on the road to WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? It was very much a face thing for Asuka. Well, actually, that's WrestleMania. Okay, here's WrestleMania. Let's go back here. Asuka Michin versus Damage Control. Damage Control were heels at the time, right? Asuka Michin versus Damage Control. Asuka and Bianca against Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. I remember that nonsense, right? It was very much Bianca and Asuka were on the same page. Both the faces, all right? Asuka defeats Carmella. Carmella was a heel. Asuka defeats Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross was a heel, right? He was a face. It was a bad feud. All right, folks. It was terrible. The feud was terrible. The match was fine. The match was good. Go back and watch that match. It was good. The fans were upset online because some of them wanted Asuka to lose. I mean, they wanted Asuka to win, right? So that's why they were upset. But the actual match in a vacuum is a good match. But the feud was bad. So they were both faces, and it was very, very weird. But it was weird. I don't know what to tell you. It was like the worst booking I've ever seen for a championship match. It was terrible. Hopefully when Bianca and Charlotte Flair happens, someone is a heel. Maybe like face versus tweener thing. Like not a full-on heel, but like a tweener face thing kind of thing. I can see that. But I don't see a full-on heel for Bianca or a full-on heel for Charlotte Flair. I just see like face and like a grayish face, like someone who's kind of in between. So I see. But I could be wrong. Hopefully the announcement is big tomorrow. It'll probably be deadline. It'll be a deadline announcement. Maybe they'll talk about the participants in the deadline match for the men and the women, maybe. But it'll probably be a deadline announcement, probably. There'll be some surprises. Maybe see a Paul Heyman. I don't know. All right, folks, that's it for the stream. Do me a favor. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Let's talk about what you like about Raw. I think Raw was solid. I think NXT will be interesting on Wednesday. I think SmackDown will probably be the Bloodline segment. Probably fine. We'll see how SmackDown goes, but it's what it is. All right, folks. See me over on Twitter. Talk to you guys later. Peace.